Palantir seems to be absolutely slaying the game. Whether you're looking from the right or you're looking from the left, Palantir seems to be knocking it out of the mother-freaking park. Palantir yesterday announced for a developers marketplace where you can actually develop on Palantir Foundry and then you can sell your proprietary technology or whatever you built, buy, sell, trade, and talk to like-minded individuals. If it's one thing that Palantir absolutely has, it's very bright, like-minded individuals who are really good at coding and really good at solving complex issues and making them just that much simpler. As a matter of fact, that is literally the footing and foundations of what Palantir was built on. And although that is absolutely freaking amazing, there are some people that take it to the next level and can just build you what you need. Instead of you wasting your time worrying about building an application for Palantir Foundry, all you gotta worry about is taking the actual raw data, process that raw data, and apply that raw data to make your business the best version of your business. Now, the biggest, brightest minds of all software development now can use Palantir's Foundry marketplace to buy, sell, and trade, and to make not only their proprietary technology worth more money and actually invest time into developing these applications that all different businesses can actually utilize, but at the same time, they can have a home where somebody appreciates their technology. And you as a business can worry about doing your business. Worry about making your business the best version of your specific business. Now, you might think that today's video is about the Palantir Foundry marketplace, but you would be 100% wrong. I just wanted to reiterate what I spoke about yesterday. And if you want to watch a full video, which is basically what I just said, you could click on the link up above. In today's video, I do want to bring up a brand new contract that Palantir signed, a very small contract that Palantir signed, but a very important and crucial contract that Palantir did sign. And I wanted to give you some data that is boasting that Palantir is literally super effective with the NHS. Remember, we are trying to get that $500 million to $1 billion contract with the NHS, and a lot of us believe that Palantir is the front runner, and not only the front runner, they already got the contract. Everyone's just working through the red tape to appease all of the naysayers and straight up haters when it comes to Palantir. And if you give me just a moment of your time, I'm gonna pull everything up on the screen. But before I go any further, I wanted to remind you two things. I have a link to a Discord down below. It is completely 100% free. As a matter of fact, you're gonna gain value without spending any of your assets. On top of that, we cover not only stocks like Palantir, we also cover real estate and cryptocurrency and passive income plays and finance, which very few Discord communities or YouTubers can actually speak about and actually review. And the second thing I want to say is there's gonna be a Palantir Foundry Con tomorrow. I will be filming it live at 9 a.m. on this specific channel. Followed with that, I'm gonna go straight into the FOMC meeting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I hope you can join me for both live streams. I'm gonna be going on Lord Grimm's Twitter page. He actually runs the Palantir Discord. This is a link right here. Definitely give this guy a follow. He doesn't get enough praise as he should. The entire Palantir Discord community, what's goody, baby? He writes, Palantir, another day, another contract. Not that big, but it will pay for the light bill. I will not even try to begin explaining like Rachie because I'm a Palantard. I'm lucky I can spell carpe diem, long and strong. If you guys forget, Rachie gave me like half of my video content. Rachie was amazing and he got off of Twitter. He basically found the most Palantir information, period, and a lot of us believe that he actually worked for Palantir. This is a total obligation contract for $4.5 million. Current contract is $2.3 million. And this is with the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services. But if you go just a little bit lower, he actually says, Palantir looking deeper into this seems like a trial. They want to keep using Palantir. And then you could see the objective of this action is to obtain license and support for Palantir software so that it may continue to be used and that software update will be accessible when available. Modification. Fantastic. And this is an update from Palantir in healthcare. If you go just a little bit lower, they got a really good thing. The NHS uses Palantir Foundry to make better use of data to improve patients' lives.
This year, we all pulled together to deal with the toughest health crisis of modern times. As the country struggled with successive waves of COVID-19 infection, the NHS reconfigured facilities and services with extraordinary agility. At Palantir, we are proud to have supported the NHS with our software Palantir Foundry. Foundry integrates data from multiple disparate sources to derive insights, model courses of action, and improve outcomes. In the first few weeks of the pandemic, the NHS team used Foundry to build data dashboards that gave local and national leadership the true picture of infection spread and critical care capacity. And over the following year, the NHS team used Foundry to build dozens of tools that decision makers across the country used every day to manage oxygen capacity, allocate the stock of ventilators, and ensure the availability of PPE. Foundry gave the NHS a consistent source of truth to support decisions.
I just wanted to say why this is so absolutely important, because this is actually NHS that's pumping up Palantir, and they're going to give us a lot more stats, and that's super ridiculously important. It's not just Palantir is saying this, the NHS is backing this up. The reason they're doing this is to promote Palantir. So like I said, I believe they already got the contract with the NHS, and there's just a bunch of red tape before announcing it. But obviously, Palantir is doing a fantastic job in saving lives. If there was another option besides for Palantir Trust, they would use the other option. Unfortunately or fortunately, Palantir is the only game in town that doesn't use Excel sheets and fancy PowerPoints, but actually has a proprietary technology called ontology, which allows you to do a metaverse or a digital twin to make you that much more efficient and be proactive instead of reactive. This is a huge deal when it comes to software. Let's keep going.
At every level of the organization, providing transparency and inspiring confidence. At the end of 2020, the NHS was set perhaps its biggest challenge yet, to run the COVID vaccination programme. Foundry was, and is, the core data platform for the programme. Integrating data from across the rapidly evolving supply chain, it provides the consistent source of truth for thousands of expert NHS staff to make tens of thousands of data-driven decisions a day.
That's a very powerful word they just used. Consistent source of truth. Just listen to the power of those words. Consistent source of truth. Palantir always got your back, and Palantir is just going to give you the straight up data. What you do with that is up to you, but that's what Palantir does. Always correct and always dependable.
Keep the program running smoothly, from managing variable vaccine supplies to storage requirements, and ensuring PPE availability at vaccine centres. Foundry is so intuitive, so interoperable, and so scalable that the NHS team were able to assemble a full picture of all data sources and assets involved, down to individual vaccine doses in days, all while holding data privacy and security as fundamental. Foundry integrates data minimization, purpose limitation, and accountability directly into the access control layer, enforcing good governance. NHS England stores the data in its own private secure instance of Foundry, with the NHS Access Management team controlling its usage. These permissions gave thousands of users across the NHS access to only the cut of data they needed over the lifespan of the programme. The results? The largest peacetime logistical challenge mastered.
What's really cool about this is it's not that you have access to everything. You have specific access to the specific niche or the specific subset that you specifically need in what you're doing, right? So it's like if somebody has level 1 clearance, 2, 3, I'm just giving you for example, you can't cross over and take somebody else's data. Also, Palantir does not have access to your data. It's not privy to your data. It's super secure and top secret. And that's what people are not understanding. People think that Palantir, for some reason, have your data. No, all your data is encrypted. Palantir just gives you an ability to have a single source of truth, where you take all of the data, you pipeline it through one specific point in time, and you use that data as you see fit for your specific organization, corporation, or personal needs, so on and so forth.
But for Foundry and the NHS, this is only the beginning. We want to make Foundry's capabilities available more widely to help a greater range of NHS organisations tackle their biggest challenges. from managing waiting lists to optimizing patient outcomes. We offer each NHS organisation its own secure Foundry instance, an environment to process their own data, with a library of plug-and-play apps specifically designed to solve the challenges faced by integrated care systems and trusts. In partnership with the NHS, we will help ICSs and trusts tackle the recovery of services and improve patient outcomes, in the same way that we help the NHS rise to the challenge of the vaccination programme. Palantir Foundry, putting data to work for the NHS.
I just want to give you guys some statistics. It says the UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on technology the NHS is using to tackle elective care waitlists. Foundry is one system that does a really good job. At Chelsea and Westminster, this technology led to almost a 1/3 reduction in their backlog. Now, this is not a big contract, but a contract nonetheless. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because you'll be very interested to see that this is in the healthcare sector. Palantir, though the community lost Rachie, the fellowship continues to find and share the news with like-minded Palantards. Yesterday, we were awarded a $75,000 contract with the NIH. It's not a lot, but it's for a 10-week pilot program, 75 grand for 10 weeks. That's not bad at all. And this is the contract right here. If you guys want to take a look at it, 75,000 for a 10-week pilot program. Price of Palantir being around $7.60 a share. It is currently up over 4% for the day at the time of filming this video. Palantir is severely undervalued in my personal opinion. I am personally looking forward to Palantir FoundryCon tomorrow. Maybe we're gonna get some massive announcements. Maybe I'll actually buy tomorrow morning before the bell opens up. And I'm looking forward to see what happens with the FOMC meeting. At the end of the day, Palantir is severely undervalued in my personal opinion, and it's just a matter of time until we're going to be severely overvalued, and then we can have a completely different discussion. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys have a moment, please click on this video down below. I think you're definitely going to enjoy it, and you're not going to be wasting your time. I appreciate you, and have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.